This is a story I've carried for years. It's hard to tell, but my therapist thinks it's important for me to get it out. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about it all, even now. I know I made mistakes, but I honestly tried my best. My son, let's call him Kevin, was different, hugely troubled. That's the closest I can come to describing what it was like. It was like watching my own life play out on the screen, except Kevin's behavior wasn't a secret, everyone saw it. From the moment he was born, Kevin seemed unhappy. He was a planned child, wanted and loved. We showered him with affection and tried to give him a good life, but he cried, constantly. For 13 months, we tried everything, doctors, specialists, different foods, holding him, rocking him, toys, music. Nothing worked, he was just miserable. Once he stopped crying, we hoped things would get better, but it became clear he was just angry. I never saw him have a truly joyful smile. I saw vicious grins when he caused pain, but never a smile of real pleasure. He wasn't interested in anything positive. It was like he was fueled by hate. As soon as he could walk, he started destroying things, breaking toys, throwing things, making messes. As he grew older, he became more unmanageable. He'd bite, kick, scratch, and scream. He was kicked out of school multiple times. We had to put a lock on the kitchen door because he'd steal knives. And one time he even stabbed me. I still have the scars. He started setting small fires and hurting animals. It was like a dark cloud had settled over our house. Yes, we had him in therapy. Lots of therapy. Psychiatrists, medications, you name it. We tried it. Nothing worked. He was like a poison, lashing out at everything around him. When Kevin was 16, my wife got pregnant again. We were terrified. After 16 years of Kevin, we couldn't imagine starting over. We talked about difficult options. Eventually we decided to have the baby, but if things were like with Kevin, we'd consider adoption. We had a daughter, Sarah, and she was normal. We suddenly saw what our lives should have been like. She laughed, she slept, she was happy, she was normal. It was such a relief. Looking back, this is where I think I started pulling away from Kevin. I always tried to do my best for him, but when Sarah was born, we instinctively focused on her. It was just so much easier, so much happier. I know it was wrong, but we couldn't help it. Kevin didn't seem to care much about the pregnancy, but when we brought Sarah home, he started acting out even more. We had huge fights daily. He'd storm out, disappear for hours. It was a relief when he was gone. Our relationship with Kevin was almost gone. My wife couldn't even be in the same room with him without screaming. He spent more and more time away from the house. We had invested in heavy locks on our doors to create safe spaces. We weren't locking Kevin in. We were locking ourselves away from him. One day we fought and he left. My wife and I were in the kitchen while Sarah napped. Then Sarah started crying. It was a cry of terror. We ran to the bedroom. The door was locked. Kevin was in the room. He'd climbed in the window. He was standing over Sarah's crib with a knife. She had been cut. He looked up and smiled, moved without thinking, trying to get between them. My wife got there first. She pushed Kevin away from the crib. I picked up Sarah. My wife was shaking. I remembered the smell, Sarah's screams, and the blank look on Kevin's face. He looked like a stranger. My wife took a step toward him. She had trained in boxing since she was a teen. She knew how to fight. All the years of anger and pain came pouring out. I could have stopped her, but I didn't. She waited and then punched him in the face. I could have stopped her, but I just stood there and watched as she hit him. He started screaming, but she didn't stop. I watched for a minute, then I turned my back and took Sarah out of the room. I gave Sarah a bath, cleaned her cuts, and held her until she calmed down. In the bedroom, I could hear Kevin screaming. After a while, I didn't hear him anymore, but I could still hear my wife. It went on for a long time. Finally, she came out and sat down. Her hands were red. Her face was splattered with blood. We just stared at each other. After a while, I asked, "Is he?" She said, "I hope so." I nodded. She started crying and went to take a shower. I just held Sarah. Later, I heard moaning. Kevin wasn't gone. I went in to see. It was bad. I've never seen anyone so badly hurt. He was lying on the floor, covered in blood. My wife had beaten him mercilessly. When my wife came out, I didn't know what to do. We decided to just let him be. We moved into the basement, separated our lives entirely. We figured we'd let him live, or not. Over the next week, we could hear him moving around upstairs. One night, he went ballistic, smashing things. We didn't respond. He never tried to get near us. After 3 weeks, we hadn't heard anything for a few days. I went upstairs. The place was destroyed, but Kevin was gone. It took months to repair the damage. I was terrified he'd come back. We moved a few years later and I finally felt safe. This all happened a long time ago. My daughter is grown with children of her own. My wife passed away a few years ago. I see a therapist to talk about all of this. I don't know where Kevin is. The last time I saw him was on the floor of that room. I haven't heard from him in over 30 years. I don't want to. I carry a lot of guilt and conflicted emotions. I didn't hit him, but I let it happen. And a part of me was happy. I didn't try to end things, but I wouldn't have been sorry if things went that way. I hope he was able to find some peace somewhere. But if he didn't, I just hope he's not hurting anyone else.